Hi everyone, I'm Miss Walsh and I'm a kindergarten teacher at Emerson Elementary School in Oakland. In the last video, I showed you how to make your very own science notebook in a normal 8.5 by 11 size. Now I'm going to show you how to make a smaller one. So you're going to use exactly the same supplies. You just need paper. It's going to be any kind of paper that you like. I recommend using printer paper just because it's a little bit heavier, so it'll last a little bit longer. But if you want lines and you want to use lined binder paper, you can definitely do that. If you want a fun cover, you can pick a colored piece of paper, maybe even something cardstock, or you could cut out a cereal box from your favorite cereal and use that as your cover too. Really, anything made out of paper is gonna work. So all you're gonna do for this is, instead of making a whole book this way, we're going to fold it in half to make a smaller folded book. That means that you get 2 pages for every page that you put in here. They're just a little bit smaller. So totally up to you. Now, there's more than one way you can do this. You can take a hole punch and you can punch holes in the side and tie them the same way that we tied them in the bigger video. But depending on how many papers you put in there, sometimes that can be a little bit thick for a little hole punch like this, and trying to line them up one at a time can be a little challenging if you're not using a 3-hole punch. So the way that I actually like to do this is to do my holes along where the spine is going to be. That's where the fold is. Again, more than one way to do this. The easiest way, especially if you're little, is to take your hole punch and just make 1 hole punch on either end. Again, right down the middle. So right there. That way when you fold it, you have something that looks like that. So the holes are right there. And then all you have to do is take your string. Any kind of string will work. An old shoelace, anything. Tie a knot on one end. And you're going to want your knot to be on the outside of your book so that it doesn't prevent the middle of your book from closing. So you're going to just thread it through, do like this, come out the other side, ta-da, and then you'll just tie a knot and then cut off any extra that you might have. I wanted to also have a bookmark, which is kind of fun to do, I could use an even longer piece of string, such as this one. This one's actually an old shoelace. I find these super helpful. I like to reuse them for lots of things. So same thing, I'm going to just thread through. And if I want a bookmark, you want to make sure that you put your first knot at the bottom. So the tail end, all the extras at the top. Thread it through the top. Tie it off. Just like a nice little loop-de-loop knot. And then you're going to have all of this extra here that can be your bookmark. So whatever page you're going to be on, you can just flip your bookmark there to always help you find your next blank page. Now, if you're feeling really crafty and you have a grown-up that wants to help you with this, you can actually take a needle and thread, but you're going to want to quadruple your thread or use quilter's thread and actually stitch along your binding, which is super fun. If you're curious about that method because you're a grown-up that wants to make a book, send me an email and I'll send you those instructions. All right, now that you have decided what kind of science notebook you've made, it's time to get decorating. Put your name on the front cover, put all the stickers that you love, really make it your own, and tune in for the next video that shows you how to take this book you just made and turn it into a science notebook. See you in the next video.